Check 1 2 1 2. Um, I'm trying to see what's going on here. It seems like my mic is low. Not exactly sure. I'm listening right now. Okay, maybe not. Not too low. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Trying to get the stuff ready. Welcome everybody. It's your man RTP Skull Gang in the building. You know what time it is here on the Pewter and Red podcast. We're here live once again with the week 3 pick'ems. Yes, week 3 pick'ems. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at week 3 of the NFL, and it seems like we're getting closer and closer to understanding all these teams in the NFL. We kind of have an idea of what these teams are. Then week 1 happens, and it might scramble some people's brains because week 1, anything can happen. Then week 2, you kind of get some dust that gets settled down, and you kind of feel like, well, we are around this level. And then week 3 pretty much answers a lot more questions for you. At least that's what it's going on for the Bucks. I think for a lot of teams, as far as me watching them, it answers a lot of questions. We're going to go through the week 3 picks of 2023. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure the notification bell is on all, because when you hit the bell, or if you don't hit the bell, it automatically puts you on personal, which means you don't get notified if we go live. So make sure you click the subscription button, then you click on the notification bell, and make sure you click on where it says all so you get notified with everything that we do. Also, do not forget to hit that like button. Please share the channel, hit the like button, help the algorithm. Let's continue to grow this channel. That way, when we have our games, we can all talk and have a real good Buccaneers talk in the chat. Last but definitely not least, we have the hotline number right in the bottom. That reminds me, let me go ahead and just change that color real quick. Let's see, how do I do that? And do it like this. Let's see if we could change that color to some like, try some like creamsicle color. There we go. Let's try it like that. There you go. It's a little bit more light. But yeah, the number is 850 is right there on the bottom. 850-778-5282. That's 850-778-5282. That is the hotline number. You can call that number and leave a voicemail if you're too nervous to jump in here and go live and talk live. You can call that number, leave a voicemail. If you don't like what you said, you can erase it and try it again. Go ahead and leave voicemails, and we'll, play those when we have a Victory Monday or maybe a Victory Tuesday, hopefully this week. Right. Hopefully that's what will happen. But that is the new number to the hotline. Let's go ahead and get some rhythm going. Let's get the ticker underneath. And let's get some shout outs real quick. Val in the building. Rob Thompson in the building. You are live on Crew Life United as Buccaneers. Nice. Amber in the building. Amazement in the building. Man, look at all the injuries so far: Chubb, Burrow, Saquon, Eckler, Rodgers, Dobbins, and now Diggs for Dallas. Diggs for Dallas tore his ACL. What, in practice? Oh man. Really? Wow. Rashad West in the building. We're gonna do the pick'ems. We still have, oh, we're not done yet. Jameer Clark in the building. We still have to do the breakdown of the Bucks Eagles. I know y'all been waiting. We will do it tomorrow. I promise I will come on here. We will do it tomorrow. I am not going anywhere this weekend. I have this cough and phlegm that I've had for like 2 weeks now, and I'm not going to visit my daughter or anything this weekend. So I'm going to try to get rid of this cough this weekend. So tomorrow, you do not want to miss it. It will be a great breakdown of the Bucks and the Eagles for Monday Night Football. We are going to break that down. That's Friday. Saturday, we have the NFC South Roundtable. Shout out to that. Shout out to everybody that goes and joins the NFC South Roundtable. Please, if you haven't seen the NFC South Roundtable, please join us this Saturday. All you got to do is come onto this channel. You'll see me go live. I advise you, if you watch the NFC South, look for the comments up here. Not in the comment section, but look at the comments through the screen, down there through the screens as they pop up right here like that. As they pop up, boom, 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 like that. Watch the comments there, because if you watch the comments there, you will see all the Saint fans and the Panther fans and all the Falcon fans that are on the other channels that are commenting. So you'll be able to see their comments, and you guys will be able to smack talk and just comment here in the comment section. I don't know if they know about that, but you guys will know. So you guys watch the comment section pop up on the stream just like this, bam, 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 pop up like that. That way, if you see a Saint fan or you see a Panther fan or a Falcon fan trying to talk slick in the comment section, you can tippity type, you know what I'm saying, and get at them, because that's how we do in the NFC South Roundtable. You know how we get down over there. Derek Brown in the building. I got a few upsets this week too. Will some dogs I got this week. All right. Well, I already made my picks. I went to the casino today and made my picks. I got 4 picks. I'm not too happy with them. Well, I'm not happy with the first one. I have a feeling it's going to be just like the second one. Gaming Wizard in the building. Let's get into these pick'ems. First game, Thursday night, tonight in about 30 minutes or 45 minutes, September 21st, the New York Giants are at San Francisco. Oh, one more thing before we do that. I updated the pyramid, ladies and gentlemen. I updated the pyramid with something else just to get it a little bit better. As you can see, some of the teams on the pyramids have stock rising and some have stock falling. The Bucks, as you can see, their stock is rising. We'll see what happens after Monday night. We have the Commanders stock rising. I got the Giants stock rising. And unfortunately, I have the Falcons stock rising. We will see what they do. Who are they playing against? The Detroit Lions. Maybe they rise their stock even more and get into that average. We'll see, depending on how that game goes. And we also have the Saints stock falling. Yes, they're 2-0, but they played these guys, the Panthers, all the way over here. The trash Panthers all the way. They can't even compete, and they played them terrible. So because of that, even though they got the dub, their stock is falling. As you can see, the red arrow stock going down. So yes, I updated the pyramids, the pyramid rankings. If you want your explanation of why these teams are where they are, go into the channel. We did a live stream 2 days ago of this pyramid rankings and tiers. Go onto that channel, go onto the Pewter and Red channel and look it up, and you'll see why I put those all the teams where I put them. I see Black Cat Panther Podcast in the building. What it do, Black Cat? Black Cat is one of the content creators. He does content for Panthers, as you can see. He does the content for the Panthers. He is in the NFC South Roundtable. He is the Panthers representative. So once again, please join us this Saturday. It'll be a little bit earlier than last time. I don't know exact time, but it will be a little bit earlier than last time. But join us this Saturday. We are going to do some NFC South roundtables. Black Cat Panther Podcast. If you want to know why the Carolina Panthers are not in the bad area and they're even worse under there, go check out my live stream I did 2 days ago. It's rankings, NFC rankings. All right, so let's go ahead and get into these pick'ems while we can. Let's see. New York Giants versus San Francisco 49ers. Unfortunately, I needed a fourth game. I needed a fourth game to bet on. It was between this one and it was between the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins versus who was it? Denver. And I wanted to pick that game, but we are hearing rumors that Jalen Waddle might not suit up for them, and I'm not a 1,000% sure on Tua. Listen, I've told you when we did the tiers of the NFC South tier or NFC tier rankings, I told you that in the AFC side, I think it's pretty much the Miami Dolphins on top and everybody else is in the bottom. So I do believe in the team. I do believe Tua and those weapons is the most deadliest team in the AFC right now. But that doesn't mean I believe in Tua. I believe in those weapons, and I believe in Mike McDaniels, and I believe in Tua being able to handle or being able to do his job and execute the genius play calling of Mike McDaniels in that system. But I don't know if he can do that without Jalen Waddle and Tyreek. I'm pretty sure he can't do that with just Jalen Waddle and no Tyreek. I'm pretty sure that offense will not be the same. It will not be as dangerous, and it'll be stopped. I'm pretty sure. Don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure. But I'm also not sure if they have no Jalen Waddle, will they be able to slow down Tyreek? I don't know. I don't know for sure. So I didn't want to take that chance. So I ended up picking this game, the Giants versus San Francisco, as one of my picks. And the spread is minus 10.5 for the San Francisco. So San Francisco got to beat the Giants by 11 or more. Let me know in the comment section. You think that's going to happen? I picked it. I feel like the 49ers should mollywop the Giants. I really don't like picking big spreads like this. I really don't, unless there's something that I know and the spread is giving me 10.5 points. Besides that, I really don't like picking big spreads like that, of feeling like, oh, the team that I'm picking has to overcome minus 10.5. But the Giants have not really looked good. They looked really good in the second half against the Cardinals, but as you can see, the Cardinals are in the bad tier. And not only that, they might be tanking, so they might have just gave the Giants that win. I'm not 1,000% sure. I'm hoping that's the case, and I'm hoping that the Giants are really that bad. But I don't know. That's why I got the Giants stock going up. because I don't exactly know if they're a bad team or they just really stumbled big time out of the gate of the regular season. We'll find out. Hopefully they just suck, man. Hopefully, and Saquon's hurt, so I know Saquon can't help them. So that's why I really took the chance of this. And I believe Andrew Thomas, I believe their tackle is not playing as well. So I'm just hoping that the 49ers D-line just wrecks them and basically do what the Cowboys did to them. It ain't got to be that bad, 40-0, but just be more than 11, just be more than 10.5 points. Hopefully that's good enough. Let's see. Mazeman says the Niners win, pull away late in third quarter. Niners win home opener 30-17. Giants get garbage TD, but Niners win comfortably. You think 11 points comfortably? Because that's what I need. All right. After Thursday night is Sunday morning, September 24th. 1 o'clock games for Eastern time, 10 o'clock in the morning for Western time. Tennessee at Cleveland. I did not bet on that game. Tennessee is better than Cleveland. Cleveland's struggling right now. Watson is struggling big time. He looked bad at the end of last year. He still looks bad now. People are saying, you can't just take 2 years off of football and think you're going to come back being one of the top quarterbacks. And that's exactly what it's looking like. It's looking like he is struggling very bad. I am not going to jump on that Cleveland wagon or even bet on Cleveland or even give them the benefit of the doubt. They're going to have to prove to me that Deshaun Watson can get it together. He's got to give me at least 2 games where I feel like he gets it together. But Tennessee is a little sloppy, but they should win this game. I believe Tennessee is just a better team, even though Tannehill's been up and down at the quarterback position. Deshaun Watson's just been down. So I'm going with Tennessee on that game. Then you also got Atlanta at Detroit, 1 o'clock game. That was a game that I decided to bet on. I took Detroit Lions -2.5. So Detroit Lions have to beat the Falcons by 3 points. I think that's easy. I think that is easy. Detroit Lions offensively are on fire. They might have, not that good of a defense. I don't think that story is told yet, what their defense is. But this is what I mean by why I don't like how the Falcons try to win games. Yep, Chubb is hurt as well. I agree. J. Dot in the building. This is what I mean, right? Detroit might have a bad defense. They might not. They might have a decent defense. Not looking like it right now, kind of getting a lot of scores on them. But even with them having a bad defense, the Falcons, if they just sit there and try to just run the ball, it's going to help the Detroit defense out. The Detroit defense are going to understand all they want to do is really zoom in the boom, boom. All they really want to do is run the ball. That's all they really want to do. Let's just stop the runs, but we ain't got to really worry about the passing. And they'll be able to go back and forth with that. Now, I do think the Falcons are a pretty decent running team, and they are gonna, I think they will run on Detroit here and there, but I think it'll be too slow. They'll need too many possessions to actually do damage to go score. Meanwhile, Detroit Lions already scored 2 touchdowns. You get what I'm saying? And it's going to rush. It's going to put pressure on the Atlanta Falcons offense, and it's going to force them to be like, we have to abandon the run because we're losing. We got to catch up. We got time on the clock, but we don't want to exactly kill time because we're down by 2 possessions right now. We got to start throwing the ball and try to catch up to it, and it's just going to dig the Falcons in the hole. That's what I believe should happen here with Atlanta and Detroit. This is the reason why I think Atlanta cannot compete with regular teams, because they're going to end up digging themselves in a hole while they try to get that run game going and winning games. Now, again, against a team like the the Saints, against the teams like the Packers, maybe against a team like the Commanders, for sure against a team like the Bears or the Cardinals or the Giants, they'll be able to have that game plan and be able to stick with it. But against a team like the Bucks, Seattle, Vikings, everybody else from the good tier up, they're not going to be able to stick with that game plan. All the teams that are on good and up are going to force them to have to try to throw the ball to stay with the offense, stay with the points. So that's what I believe. Now, this is a game. Last week, Falcons versus the Packers, I said this might be a game where I start believing in the Falcons. But maybe not, because I kind of don't believe in the Packers either. They showed me that the Packers are what I thought the Packers were. It was more of the Packers showing me what I thought they were than the Falcons proving anything to me. But this week, if the Falcons beat the Detroit Lions, I got to give them the respect. They will move out of the bad if they beat the Detroit Lions. They will move out of the bad, I promise you, if they beat the Detroit Lions. So they will prove to me something if they beat the Detroit Lions this week. Next, after that, let's go to the comment section real quick. Amazement says, I like Titans to win outright. Take the points. Short week for Browns. Defense will keep them in, but Titans will win it. I got Lions winning by a touchdown. Bad loss by Lions last week, and they respond. Lions will make Falcons one-dimensional. I agree. LOL, Teddy Riley. Lions win 24-17. Real OG in the building. What's up, RTP? What it do? What it do? Basement says Montgomery may be out for Lions, but they should still have enough on offense. Yes, throwing the ball. And this will also test that secondary that people are claiming is so good with that defense. So we'll see what happens there. Next game is New Orleans Saints at the Green Bay Packers. Now, this was interesting. This was a game I took as well. I took the New Orleans Saints. But the spread is plus 1.5. That kind of caught me off guard. All I've been hearing from people all in the media, national media, and all these reporters and all these content creators on how good the New Orleans Saints are so good. But yet Vegas has the Green Bay Packers winning minus 1.5. I think personally, the Saints should beat this team. I think the Saints could beat this team by 6 points. I think the Saints could beat this team. I've said it before. I think the Saints defense is overrated because they're making it seem like the Saints defense is really, really good. I think they're overrated, but I don't think they're trash. I do think they're good. Okay, so I can think that they're good and still think that they're overrated because people got them rated so high. I think that's way too high. I think they need to bring down and lower the expectations. I do think they're good, just not up. They're not on the par of where the Bucks are at. Just put it like that. So I do think they can win the Packers. I think they should win the Packers convincingly, to be honest with you. So it was a shock when they were giving me 1.5 for the New Orleans Saints. So I took that. So I got the New Orleans Saints winning, plus I get 1.5 there against the Green Bay Packers. I think Green Bay Packers is a pretty level team, a little bit of running, a little bit of passing. I think Jordan Love has done decent enough passing the ball. He hasn't shown me like, oh, he's special, or he hasn't shown me like, oh, they're a threat or scary, but he's capable. They're capable. Now, Jordan Love is still young. Jordan Love is still going to take bumps and bruises. It's still going to be a roller coaster, which is why Atlanta Falcons had a chance to still win that game and ended up winning at the end. I think with the Saints defense, I think they're going to capitalize on Jordan's inexperience and be able to pull off a pretty decent win against the Packers. So that's why I picked the Saints. Let's get to comment. Amazement says, again, I like the Packers close. Short week for Saints, and it's on the road. Packers win. Ugly game, 22-19. Ooh, okay. Well, listen. If I lose this parlay because the Saints lose, I'll be happy. I don't care. I'll take it. Now, the greatest scenario is I win this parlay and the Saints lose by 1 point and I got the point and a half and I still win the parlay. That'd be the greatest scenario for me. Let's go to the next game. The next game is the Denver Broncos versus the Miami Dolphins. I already broke down this game a little bit. They're saying that Jalen Waddle might not play in this game. I don't know if he will or won't, but if he doesn't, I don't trust Miami 100%. They got to show me, which I think they'll probably still win. But against the spread, I don't know. Denver is not looking good. I got a little bit of a conspiracy thing going on with Denver and Russell Wilson and Sean Payton. So I think Miami should take this Denver game pretty easily, especially if their full offense is there. Chargers versus Minnesota. This is a game I wanted to stay away from. I believe the Chargers are a good team, but their coaching is horrendous. Their coaching does not know how to coach winning football. Plain and simple. Their coaching does not know how to coach winning football. Minnesota, I've said it before. I'll say it again. As you can see, I have them in the good category. I think Minnesota is a good team. I think their Brian Flores is a little bit too aggressive at times defensively, but him being aggressive does make their defense better than what it was last year. Plus, I think their offense is still a high-powered offense, and they've been clicking since week 1. They just keep, as individuals, as players and individuals, they just keep shooting themselves in the foot, which is a problem. That's why I don't really know who to pick here. When you say the Chargers are a good team, but the coaching staff does not know how to coach winning football. And Minnesota, I like their coaching staff. I like their roster. I think they're a good team, but they keep shooting themselves in the foot and costing themselves games. With that said, gun to my head, I'm going to go with Minnesota. Again, I'll take a team that's shooting themselves in the foot and just think that, hey, maybe this week they just get lucky and don't shoot themselves in the foot, rather than taking a team that has shown me consistently that their coaching staff is inept in calling a good football game or calling a game to win a football game. They just don't know how. They just don't know how to do it. And again, not the players, the coaching staff. So I'm going with Minnesota there. Let's see what we got. Mazeman says Dolphins win, but don't cover. Vikings win. High scoring game, 34-27. Chargers have defensive issues, and their head coach is a defensive guy. Let's go to the New England Patriots at the New York Jets, 1 p.m. game. This was another game that I decided to choose. This is my number 4 game. Again, I got San Francisco minus 10.5. I got New Orleans plus 1.5, and Detroit Lions minus 2.5. And the final game to win my $2,400 parlay is New England Patriots minus 2.5. I picked the New England Patriots. Listen, the New York Jets have Zach Wilson. That offense has been struggling. The defense doesn't even look like it's been up to par, to be honest with you. Defense looks like they're starting to crumble. They're starting to lose faith in the season just because they got Zach Wilson. New England is 0-2. Bill Belichick cannot afford to go 0-3. Mac Jones in that offense has looked pretty decent. They look decent against the Eagles. They look decent against the Miami, kind of decent against Miami. I think this could be a close game, but I'm gonna go with New England. I just have a feeling. I just really can't see New England losing to the Jets and going 0-3, losing to the Jets with Zach Wilson. I just don't see it. I see the Jets losing and then trying to go get a quarterback to salvage the season. It just makes sense to me storyline wise. So I decided to pick that game because any other game I was a little bit, well, there is one other game, but we'll get to that. Next game, 1:00 game, is Buffalo at Washington. Buffalo at Washington. Washington is one of my teams that got a green stock going up. this will be one of those games where if they beat Buffalo, I will put their stock up and they will maybe jump to the next tier, maybe depending on how that game goes. Buffalo is a team that if I had an AFC tier, their stock might be going down. Injuries, Josh Allen, people are saying, is he going to get, whether he's going to be the good Josh Allen, the bad Josh Allen? We don't know. We don't know where that Buffalo team is going right now. We don't know where they're headed right now. Miami's taking a strong hold of that division. I can't believe I'm saying that, but they are, and we'll see if Buffalo crumbles to that, or if they pick their bootstraps up and handle business and go on a run. So I really don't know what to expect there out of this game. If I had to pick, I low key kind of feel like Washington's going to win this game. This would be a good game for them to win. This would be a good game for them to a good board to dive off of and get some good momentum for Washington. I'm gonna go Washington. My heart is saying Washington. I'm gonna go Washington. Let's get to some of these comments. Mason said, I got Pats winning. Pats D will crush Wilson. Pats win 2010. All right. I feel comfortable with that. This is my upset. I got Washington winning by a field goal late 24 to 21. Okay. I like that. I like that. Washington over Bills is one of my upsets. I got you. Gaming Wizard says 28-24 Bills. Okay. Okay. Buck Ray Bolts in the building. Bucks should beat Eagles. Ooh, okay. We haven't got there yet. What happened to my music? Let's see what's going on with my music. Yeah, that was weird. All right. Let's get back to it. We got up next Houston at Jacksonville. 1 o'clock game. I believe Jacksonville had like a -9.5. I really don't know. I really haven't watched Jacksonville. I really haven't watched Houston. I know Houston has the rookie, so because of that, we're gonna go with Jacksonville. Pretty self-explanatory. Again, I haven't really watched those two teams, so I'm not gonna act like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to them. CPG is in the building. CPG says I got the Pats. All right. Next game is Indianapolis at Baltimore, 1 p.m. game. Now, I believe their rookie, Anthony, is in concussion protocol. Either way, I'm going to pick Baltimore. I don't remember what the spread was there, but I'm going to pick Baltimore. Again, AFC, I really haven't been paying attention to. Baltimore, I've been hearing that the final production is good, but the execution is ugly. So they're stumbling, but they're getting the job done over there in Baltimore. So I'm gonna go with Baltimore. We got Gaming Wizard saying 31-20 Jags. Amazement says Jags win, but don't cover. Jags offense is struggling. Jags win by 6. Okay. Ravens win easily 27-16. Okay, I like it. All right, next game. These are the 405 games or 405 game. Carolina Panthers take on the Seattle Seahawks. This was a game that I really wanted to put in my bet. I really didn't want to bet the San Francisco 49ers game. I really wanted to bet the Carolina games, but I'm hearing reports that Bryce Young has an ankle injury. He did not practice. They got Andy Dalton taking first team reps, and Bryce Young might not play this Sunday. So because of that, I was scared to take it. I really should have waited till Sunday. That way I knew who was playing, who wasn't playing, and probably did these picks. But I was lazy. I really didn't want to leave. I know I'm not going to want to leave this weekend since I'm not even going to baby mama's. I wasn't going to want to go to the casino or anything like that. So I just did the picks before I got home today. But if Bryce Young plays, I'm going to be mad and wish that I would have played because I know Carolina's not going to beat Seattle. Seattle's easily going to beat Carolina. But I don't know if they cover the spread if Andy Dalton plays. So I stayed away from that game. But I got Seattle beating Carolina in that game. Mazement says Seattle wins this one. Close early, but Seattle turns up second half, wins by 2 scores. Okay. Chicago, 4:25 p.m. game. Chicago at Kansas City. A lot of people are big time down on Chicago. A lot of people, well, it's Kansas City, the Super Bowl champs with Mahomes. Everyone's picking the Kansas City Chiefs, and so am I. Self-explained. Don't need to go into that game. The next game, 4:25 as well, p.m. Dallas versus Arizona. I don't think anybody needs to explain this game. We got one that's an elite. We got one that's in the bad tier. And also people think that they're tanking. They have a terrible roster. We don't need to say anymore. Dallas should be handling that game. Pittsburgh Steelers at Las Vegas at 8:20 p.m. That is the Sunday night game. Steelers versus Vegas. I'll be asleep. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Vegas Raiders. I will go, you know what? I'm going Raiders. Well, no, because they got... I'm going Raiders. Pittsburgh's offense has been struggling. I don't buy into the Raiders either. I just think Pittsburgh's struggling right now. I'm going to go with the Raiders. The Raiders are not hot. They're not scary, but they're that Patriots slow, steady way. And I just think it'll be enough to take over and beat the Steelers. I'll go with that. Let's get to some of these comment sections real quick. Gaming Wizard says 37-17 Bears, Chiefs. Yes, those are pretty easy. 7:15 Monday night, September 25th. Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. We are going to skip that game because we will talk about it tomorrow. Do not be late. Don't miss it. We will break that down. The keys to victory for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers facing the Philadelphia Eagles. But also on Monday night, we got the 8:15 game. LA Rams versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Don't know if Joe Burrow is going to play in this game. I know he's hurting with his hamstring. I believe it is. Is it his or his calf? I think it's his calf. Don't know what's going on. Don't care. I'm going to pick the Rams. I have the Rams in great. We will see if they stay in great. The Rams hasn't, I'm going to be honest with you, the Rams hasn't shown me too much to make me really believe that they're great. I just have a nervous feeling about the Rams. Rams make me nervous. Not going to lie. Rams make me nervous. So I have a nervous feeling about the Rams, so that's why I have them in great. But we'll see. Maybe their stock goes down after this game. I don't know. But I'm going to go with the Rams because Burrow is struggling because he's hurt right now. And I'm going to go with the Rams with Stafford, and their offense is kind of clicking right now, and see if that defense gets a little bit of it together. Amazement says, this is another upset I got. I got Steelers over Raiders. Steelers as a dog, I always take ugly game. Steeler win 2016. Okay. Another upset I got, Rams over Bengals. Rams win 23-21. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me today here on the Pewter and Red podcast. One more time, you guys can leave a voicemail. Maybe you guys want to leave your predictions in a voicemail. Maybe you guys want to shout out the channel, shout out your favorite squad or whatever. The number is 850-778-5282. That is the hotline. You can call in. It's not live. You can call while I'm live. You can call when I'm not live. You can call anytime. call the hotline, leave your message, and we will play it on Victory Monday or Victory Tuesday or Rant Tuesday or Rant Monday, whatever it is that we do following the next day of after our games. Let's get to Val says it'll be interesting to hear your Eagles Bucks breakdown. I don't see how the Bucks win. All right. Amazement says hope you cash this week. Good luck. Thank you. I hope so too. Not unless Eagles beat themselves, which I'm not expecting. Well, I definitely got a lot to break down when it comes to the Eagles, man. You guys will see when we do it tomorrow. But yeah, Shaman RTP, Skull Gang in the building.
Skull Gang!
Again, we are trying to have more live streams, give you more content. I'm gonna start hoping to make this a regular, a live stream of pick'ems and a live stream of what did we do? Tiers. We'll do a ranking of the tiers. If there was any movements, we'll do that and just have some conversation. So just like we did 2 days ago, we did the rankings, the NFC rankings and tiers. Next week we'll do the same thing, NFC rankings or tiers. And see if anybody moved up, anybody moved down. We'll explain that. And I'm just trying to get different segments that we can do every day or every other day as the week goes on, as we lead on to the big game day. Again, I'm trying to put more content on my channel and trying to keep the content flowing so I don't lose you guys. So again, if you guys are feeling the channel, appreciate the channel, hit the like button and share the content to other Buck fans or even just other NFC South rival fans in your Facebook groups or Twitter groups or whatever it is. Help out the channel. Let's keep it going, guys. Shaman RTP. I will see you guys next time I see you. And remember, it is pewter and red till we cold and dead. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Deuce.